Morning guys, it's another day and it's again sunny. It has been raining all night, but I was hoping there was clear sky this morning, and apparently it is, so we'll continue. So what are we gonna do today? I want to have this one out, the liver, together with the housing, to get the silent block out here. I'm hoping that the silent block is attached to this one, or at least on this side, and that it's not attached to the shaft that you see running here, this one here. So this one runs all the way from here under these panels to here, and I'm not sure if you can see it. Behind the green wires you can see some grease. There is a rubber hose that's where it's going outside between the tanks. Also between the tanks you can adjust it to go forward or backwards. So this I need to adjust this because my liver is getting to the tooth of the shift gate, and it's not very nice feeling when shifting if you if the engine has warmed up, because this metal shaft here, it will expand when it's getting hot. So I got this information from Afterburner, as he mentioned this, and it's quite a lot actually. I think it's at least 2 to 3 millimeters that it expands. Okay, so what do we do next? I guess this is an aluminium plate. I'll take off this cover. I think looking at this, I put it in either reverse or first gear and then take it out, and we'll see if we can take out the housing together with the liver. Put on my shift knob again, just to prevent that I'm not losing it, just like these screws. Okay, yeah, just one tip. This is still for me in one place, so I know where things need to go, and I made some pictures. I'm not going to mark them, but do make pictures. If you don't do it, just mark it, else you get lost. Obviously, these need illumination wires, these glass fibers, they always light up. So either you put them here or there, doesn't really make a difference. So okay, so I'll take off these, and I'll be back in a second, and we'll see what's under it. So we unbolt them, and these bolts also tighten the box of the gearbox lever, and I'm going to take them out. Pretty long, you see. Put them here. Next one. Yeah. Okay. They're full with grease. I've noticed when putting this in the rear gear in its reverse, there's all kind of debris in it, so we'll need to clean this out, this one as well. What can I say? I mean, yeah, from the shift gate you can look in here. I'm just curious why there is no rubber hose in this to just to protect it. Maybe because people like to look into it. I have no idea what the intention was of the design of this. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not sure. If somebody else has a rubber hose in it, just please tell me. Because all kind of debris like bread crumbs, whatever you put in, whatever can fall through your shift gate ends up in here. It's like a little grinder. Okay, so I'm going to take away this one. aluminium. Okay, so there is still a little silent block that gives us a major headache to replace. We just can unbolt this one, and this one is already loose. I guess yeah, there are two. There are two bolts here. I need to this is the reverse sensor for your rear lights, the white ones, and your backing up lights. Sorry guys, I don't know really the right English word for it. So we need to take off this one as well. We need to take it off first, so it's a bit loose. I'm actually surprised already how loose it is, you see, just by unbolting these two. So yeah, I think I will just put in one of these bolts again, and before doing that, actually, we're going to unbolt this one here, and this is also where the silent block is located. Okay, so be back in a minute. We took off the nut of the bolt that goes through the silent block. It's a bit of a pain to get it out because it's really tight. You cannot put any force on it with your fingers, and you cannot reach it with a pair of pliers to just press it out. So the best way to do it is to get your ring nut key tool to wiggle it around a bit and press it at the same time. I'm not gonna sure if it's going to happen with one hand. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. Let's see if we can put some pressure like this on it. Yeah. Okay, so when you have some room here, you can put your tool here and just press it here like this, and then it goes out. You see? The question is, oh, there it goes. If I can do it more further. Let's take the other hand. See if we can do it like this. Bummer. We have not a lot of space here, as you can see, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I think I will have to. Alright, okay, you have to watch it. You see, it twisted a bit here. This one is lower than the mount here, the fork here, and now it's behind this one, you see. So I'll first take off the reverse one, the reverse sensor, the backing up lights sensor, so I'm sure that I'm not going to break it. We'll do that first, then I'll continue with this one, and let's just see how it goes. So we now removed the sensor of the lights for getting in its reverse, and we have now somewhat more room, and you also can twist it a bit here. Again, it's still in its reverse. I guess, look, if I can just pull it out now, like, here it goes. But as I thought, I have not much room to take it out. You see, it hicks up against the the panel of the console. I really do not want to get the console out, simply because of the reason that we have to remove a lot of things here to get this whole console out. So I'm going to see, it is a bit bendable, this polyester, so you can have a lot. Let's see if we can take it out. But I'm curious if I'm going to get it back in actually once I removed it. Oh, you know, these are just one of the jobs on this car. It's just a minor part, but you need to take off a lot of stuff to get to it. Obviously this part cost me around 10 to 15 euros, maybe $10-20 USD, and it gives you a headache. It's a challenge. I like it, but at the same time I can imagine that a lot of people are not up for this. You can see it's almost out. I'll let you know how we get it out. The way to do it: when it's in, just take it like this and press against the side panel here of the console. Take your other hand and put it next to it and press it as well, so that you have more force, and eventually it will get out. Now you need to be careful that you don't damage your hands with all these, you see here, these really sharp plastic edges. So this is polyester, can bend a lot, so don't worry to break it. It will be a challenge to put it back in again, but that's for later time. Another thing that I wanted to show you, this is the connector of the reverse light sensor switch. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so now it's a challenge to get this one out when you still have this the housing in of the lever. I don't know if you can see it. It's not straight in like this, it's in like this. The reason why, as you can look at the lever, it's also not very straight. This is the reason why it's put in by with an angle. At the same time, because it's located here, if you put your tools on it, your console here, the edge is a bit in the way. Now I have very short tools. If you use a regular tool, where is it? 90, this is 22 and we have 90. You see, you really have a bit of a problem here. You cannot reach it. So this is a challenge for someone if you only have one pair of tools. I suggest just take buy another one for $5 and just cut it, and you can take it off. Okay, so the next stage is again to loosen up the yellow bolts. It's pretty funny because Ferrari has a lot of bolts that they put on yellow. Okay, so I'll take them out, and it's just 4 bolts, these and these 2 here. I'm going to use regular tools like anybody else. Usually I use rattles, but I'm up for a challenge just to see if we can take it out without having any special tools. But we already had a challenge here with the switch. Okay, I'm not going to put this down. I'm first going to clean it because there's some grease on it. I'll be back when I have taken out the housing of the lever, and let's see what we have. Here we have the little shaft that goes into the gearbox, sorry, the lever housing, and you can take this off now. And this piece is a silent. You have a little silent block in it. You see some oil and dirt. I'm not sure if you need to have normal oil in this. I'll need to have a check in the handbook or get my information somewhere else. If I cannot find it, I usually call the dealer just to see what they put in. I'm not expecting that they really know this immediately, as they do not do these kind of things very often, because it's a pretty old car. You see some black grease, so that's yeah, it has been worn a bit. So all these little pieces of aluminium, because the housing here is aluminium, and this little shaft here is of iron. So I suspect there is a little bit worn. The housing is a little bit worn. We'll have to see that when we clean it up. We'll take this out and let's see what we have. I pushed the shift shaft down, so you can see it's already loose. It's also loose in here, so you can just take out this one in one piece. Let's clean things up and go to the garage to ungrease it and put new grease in it, and I'll show you the results as well. Okay, so we're at our garage, and this is our shed where we range. Let me put on the light first. See, my dad is busy with his beautiful Panhard. Not sure if you guys know this car. It's a very nice 9060 Panhard. It's a two-cylinder car, intercooler, so it has no liquid to cool. This beauty goes over 170 kilometers an hour. And let's see what he's busy with. Oh my, oh dear. Yeah, he is busy with his cylinders. Not sure if it's from this car or another one. These are look how small these cylinders are. Would like be, could even be from a motorcycle, right? So this car has only two, and he made a twin spark out of it. Usually it has only one spark per cylinder, but he made two in it. And yeah, with these two cylinders, this beauty goes over 170 kilometers an hour, as just mentioned. I'm going to clean up some stuff. He's busy with his valves, I see. I try to put it all together and do not really disturb his work, but I just need to have some space to clean my stuff. Okay, we'll be back in a minute, and we'll clean the stuff that we brought with us. So we made some room. Sorry, Dad, my old man's busy, but I managed to make some room for us. Okay, I'm not sure if I need some light. No, not really. Okay, so what do we have here? I haven't had a look yet. Obviously, you need to know. There are some marks on it. I'm not sure yet here. So you need to know which side it comes off. Because obviously it has some worn pattern in it, and you want to do you don't want to have it the other way around, like this side. Okay, so we'll take it off. Oh my, just look at the stuff that's in there. We really need to clean it. Okay, so we'll clean that one up. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's not that much work. Not sure how this is connected. Or I need to have a look how we can take this apart. Okay, look here. Here's a C-ring where obviously you would need to take it out to grease it or and even to clean it. Let's see, on this side we don't have anything, so I'm going to have a look what's behind this in some minutes. First we clean up this one. Okay, we made some progress. I cleaned this one up. I'm going to have a look at this one first. So it's clean. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this. You have some worn pattern here. You can see it, and you can also see it in here. You see a little bit of grinding here and here. So make sure that you know how you put this one back in, so that it falls into the same worn pattern. I'm not going to do anything about this because you would need to weld and you need to drill holes again, so I don't want that. What I will do is I still need to clean this one, but I will put this one on that one just to see how the rounding is in here, so that there is just to see well, that there is no space in it between it, just to see how worn it is. Okay, so I haven't had a look yet on how just going to see how we're going to do that. Yeah, let me put you guys down for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so what we want to know if the silent block is still good. Let's get a screwdriver. I had one here. Let me get another one. Okay, so this one is too small. Let's get this one. Okay, so let's put this one in here. See how much room you have. So I'm not sure how much you see. Okay, so I'm not pushing much, but I have a lot of room here, and you see also some little cracks in it. Again, this car is 26 years old, and this is just the first silent block that was in there, I guess. Now you can see it, how much room it has. And I'm not putting much force on it, so I will replace this one, because then I've done it. Else I will need to do it again in 2 years or maybe even a year, and I don't want to go through all this work again just to remove and replace this silent block. So we will be removing that one and replace it. Okay, so now we have something that I need to show you. Remember that we had a C-ring on this side. Now I didn't know what was behind, but there is a spring behind it. So the moment I took it, you have special pliers for it. Obviously you can do it also with something else, but this is the most convenient. They're not too much they're not so expensive. This one was around 20 euros. I've had to use it quite a number of times on this car, so it's really good to have good tools. So there's this, what I wanted to show you, there is a spring behind it. It's just, you see the lever move when I press it. When I press it, you see, you hear it. Okay, so when taking this off, keep your hand on it a bit and wear gloves, because your C-ring will be somewhere in your garage. Try to find it. I needed to look for it for 15 minutes. Luckily I found it. I mean, just look at all the things we have here: cylinders, transmissions, and all kind of stuff, valves. Try to find it in here. You're quite busy. Luckily I found it within 15 minutes. So yeah, put your hand on it, else it might be even ending up in your eye. You don't want that. Okay, so we're going to clean this one now, and I will be back when I clean it up. Okay, so I decided to show you something before cleaning. Remember the spring? There's a little bushing in here, and you need to know how to get this out, else it's quite easy, to be honest. It's quite a straightforward mechanism, but still you need to know it. So the point is, you need to push it up. You need to take off, you need to lift the lever here so that you can, yes, let me put it like this. It's leaning on something. Okay, so and then you can access here a bit, and you can push it up. I'm just holding my phone. Yep, here it comes. Okay, so it's almost, here it is. It doesn't go further, so I'll just leave it. If it's still the edge, that's fine, because the next thing, I'll just pull it up again and you will see it. There is a little pin in the end. If I'm going to push it in, you will see there it is. You can see it. That holds your lever in this housing. So if you push now with a screwdriver this pin out, it's not fastened, so you can just push it a bit, and then you can take out the lever. Let's see, have a quick look if I can show you guys. Okay, let's see. So we have let's see if it comes up. Oh, here it comes, you see? Now it comes, that's what we want. So, sorry guys, I'm just doing this all with one hand and one phone. And with my phone in my hand. So now it's up. You can easily take it out. You see? Again, you have these markings on the other side. You don't have it, so you know how to put it back in. Obviously, you have only this on one side, so you can only go one way. You can easily take it out now. Okay, here it is. Your lever, and you see, let's clean this up, take it home and re-grease it. So that's it. We need to take out this bushing. Here it is. You see how much stuff goes in here after 26 years. We just need to clean it. Replace the silent block and put it back in. Re-grease it. Again, there was some oil in here. I need to check if we need to put in some oil in here. I'm really not sure. I don't see any reason why we need to do it. But again, if you see something, you would need to check it, how you will put it back together again. Okay guys, that's it for now. I will clean it up, get back to you when I have greased it and cleaned it and greased it, and then we'll put it back in. Okay, so surprise, surprise, we found something again. It's not bad, it's actually very good that we took this one apart. Remember this little cylinder bushing, however you want to call it. It has a little hole in it. Now, I couldn't see it when I was taking it apart, and that it was still dirty. This one I've partially cleaned it, but man, this grease was very hard. It was just like sand with oil. and I think the oil of the grease went up in here. So I was a bit surprised to find oil in there, but after 26 years my guess is just that it drained. The grease has no oil in it anymore because of the gravity forces of the oil leaking out. So I cleaned up this one. Obviously it's painted black in the inside. I will be painting it black again, so it takes me a little bit more than I expected. But let me show you something else. How thick this grease is and how overdated it is. Okay, just look at that. It looks like sand with oil, and this is just grease, guys. There's a bit sand in it, you feel it, maybe you even hear it, but this, I mean, it's not good to have it in. It's like sandpaper. I bet you can even sharpen your valves with it. I'm not sure if one of you guys ever the edges of your valves, like my old man here is doing. You have some grease for it with a bit of sand, and you just rub it against this one, put it back in the cylinder, and just make slight turns. I bet you can use this. Okay, anyway, I'll be cleaning up. I just wanted to show you how dirty this is after 26 or 27 years. One might think, yeah, why are you doing this? Yeah, it's again, you know, it's these little things that are usually forgotten on an old-timer, and someday it needs to be done. It doesn't really give you issues, but in the end it will just worn out your housing and this little knob here. So guys, do yourself a favor. If you can do this, if you're up for it, do it. I hope this video is helping you a lot. I'm going to clean this, and I'll be back probably tomorrow, because I need to do some groceries. Okay, cheerio guys, I'll be back tomorrow.